Hey guys, it's Livy. So you might have seen my introduction video. If you haven't, I'm here to teach you how to make a few different things. So this is one of our fun, arty fun sessions. So for the kids, for the family, for whoever you really want to do a little bit of art with. It's going to be very easy with things that you can do around the house, and in today's session we're going to make some buildings. So the idea is, we can't go outside at the moment, but what would your dream town or village look like? So we've got cardboard. If you don't have thick cardboard like that, you can do it with even like pizza boxes, things like that. I've got some old framing bits to work with. Grab whatever you've got really. I mean, here we've got some crayons, I've got a few pens to use, you can use paint, I've got some fun tape here, I've got some string, got a little bit of stamps, got some collage to do. I mean, I don't have sort of crepe paper, stuff like that, but you could do it in a completely collaged way if you want. But first of all, I've got to put on the messy jacket. You've got to put on the messy jacket. So if you guys have pinnies, anything like that to get messy with, it might be a good idea to do that. So I'm going to address this to kids. I'm going to address it to you guys. So I'm going to work with you guys on this one, just in case you want to do it with this video by yourself. So once we've buttoned up, we've got ready, we've got a cup of water to drink because it's important to stay hydrated right now. Here we go, roll up the sleeves, roll up the sleeves. And what are we going to do? So first things first. Now it might be a good idea to get your mum and dad to cut the cardboard if it's something quite thick like this. So you can see it's quite a thick cardboard. Now these are going to be really good to do one of the different houses that we're going to make. So first things first, I'm going to show you how to make that house with this thick cardboard. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold it first of all. So you can fold it in 4, you can fold it in 3, I'm going to do it in 3. So I'm almost going to make a row of houses. Now hopefully this video you'll be able to see on my desk. Again, this is one of the first videos I've ever made, so work with me guys. Okay, so there you go, you've got a stand-up structure right there. So I'm going to get my scissors. Hopefully you've got some safety scissors. Mine are a little bit sharper, but make sure that you're using safety scissors. Okay, so have a little think about your house. You know, I haven't done a before plan, but if you wanted to, you could get a piece of paper and draw out your town before you start making. I'm just going to go straight in for it. So I'm going to cut down this edge right here because I want this panel here to be one house like this. So let's start cutting. Okay, so there we go, I've got a roof of one of my houses. This one's a little bit longer, and actually, you know, I do want some tower blocks in my city. I think that'd be quite nice. It makes a nice skyline, doesn't it? So I'm going to make this one a really tall one, and I'm going to make a little bit of a shorter one. So I'm going to cut down here, like this. There we go, and I'm going to cut down here on the edge as well. And I'm going to cut this bit out. So you might want to ask for a little bit of help from your parents when you are cutting. It can be a bit tricky. You don't have to use this thick cardboard. Remember that. You can use any cardboard that you've got lying around. So this is a lot thinner, and this is actually just some packaging that I found. So you can make that from, you can find that lying around at home, hopefully. So I'll just show you how to do it with this one as well. It'll just be, if you're using thinner card, really you can't make quite as big buildings because it'll be hard for them to stand up. Oh, see this bit, keep that bit for later because you might need it. So again, you just fold it up. You could do it into 4 if you wanted, so I'm going to do this one into 4. And you'll see, here we are, we've got another little stand-up structure. But I'm going to carry on with this one for now, just to kind of finish it off. So I think we're going to go a little bit lower for this last panel. There we go. I'm going to cut off the top like this. Remember, all these bits of cardboard that you're cutting off, save them because I'm going to show you a different technique to make them stand up in a minute. So here I'm going to have 2 small houses, 2 semi-detached, 2 semi-detached houses. There we go. The little pointy roofs. So there we go. So I've got my big house. I think I'll live in that one. We've got our skyscrapers. And we've got 2 little cute houses next to each other. Okay, so what I would say is you've got 2 sides here. You've got one with the patterns on. Personally, I really like that. But you might want to use this side. Completely fresh, completely new. So I'm going to decorate that in a minute, but I want to show you another way of making a stand-up house. So we've got one of our houses there. So I'm going to put in here. Okay, so for this different type of house, stand-up house, I'm going to use a little bit of the thinner cardboard. You can use the thick cardboard, it's just really to show you on a different kind of card. So this card is a lot thinner, so really to make a smaller structure. Again, think about the levels that you want your new little town to be. What's it going to be like? Is it going to be quite big? Do you want a little miniature one? Maybe you've got some toys that you want to play with and make a little city for them. Quite a good idea. So for this one I'm going to make one actual house. One house. That's going to be crazy. There's a few different ways you can experiment with cutting these houses out. In fact, I'm going to put a little shed on this house. So I'm just cutting off really in straight lines. So I've got my little shed and then I've got my actual house. Now what we need to do to make these stand up is you're going to use some of the card that we cut off beforehand. We're going to a little slit here, a little slit here, and then on this one we're going to make 2 little feet for it. So I'm going to make quite a long foot, maybe make them the same size. So you've got these 2 feet like this. So what we need to do in them is also make a little slit. Not the whole way through, just half of the way. See, almost like this. Don't know if you can see that. There we go, half on that one and half on this one. Another half. And then what we'll do is in the slits that we made in this, we'll just pop it on there, pop it on, like that. Same with the other slit. There we go. And check it out. Our little house stands up. So what you might want to do is, now that I've shown you how to do that, maybe take the feet off and then we can decorate the house. Okay. However you want really. So I'm actually going to use some of my old crayons. My favourite colour, well my 2 favourite colours are pink and blue. So I'm going to go for pink and blue. I'm going to give my roof a pink roof. And maybe someone lives in the attic, so I'm going to give them a nice circle window. And actually I think my roof isn't going to be block. I think maybe even made out of scales, like a snake or a lizard. Now I don't know if you can actually see what I'm doing, but I'll show you in 1 second. So you could think about that too. What is your roof, or what are the roofs in your city made out of? So mine are made of scales like that. But I am going to give myself a nice blue window. Ooh. There we go. So it could start to look a bit strange, almost like a fish's eye. Fishes? A fish eye. So maybe think about what your door's like. Maybe they don't have to be traditional. Maybe they could be a green door in the middle of the house. So I'm going to give my house a door right in the middle of the house. You might not like that. You might think, a door in the middle of the house, that's just too much effort. Who wants to go upstairs, or maybe there aren't any stairs, to get to the door? So my door is right there in the middle of the house. Quite good, quite good. Maybe there's a secret entrance and that's just to kid you. I like that idea. But I am going to colour it in green. There we go, and there's my door. Maybe give myself a blue handle. There we go. And I'm going to colour in my house. I think maybe I'll even mix it up a little bit. What about a pencil? Let's go for one of these. These are really cool. I don't know if anyone's got these at home, but it's 4 different colours in one pencil. So I'm going to give that a go because I've actually never even used them. Can you imagine that? Okay, so I'm just going to colour mine in really roughly, but you can do whatever you want. My house is starting to look quite crazy. There's no windows and a door in the middle of the house. Maybe it's a house for moles, because moles can't actually, they don't really like the light, do they? Do they have eyes? Oh, I'm telling you facts. Fact check me, guys. Let me know. Do moles have eyes? That's something I should definitely know. But what I do know is they live underground. I know that they're blind. There we go. So it's a little house for moles with scales on the roof. Okay, so my little shed, however, I think we're just going to make it a traditional shed. But let's do it in orange. So I'm going to give him a little slanty roof. And I'm going to give him just one little door, like that. I'm going to colour it in orange. There we go, and maybe give him a little window on the side. There we go. So once you've decorated your house, you can put the little feet on. It might be good to experiment with how you want to paint up or decorate your house, because on this card it's quite easy to use crayons because it's quite a light colour, but on the other card that we cut up earlier, this card is quite dark. So you might even, if you've got some poster paint at home, some kind of thicker material, you might have Posca pens actually, or paint pens at home. So they're these sort of things, and these draw really well on this sort of house. You do have to give them a bit of a shake up, but then what you can do is draw on them really easily. Oh, that's not even a used one. Let's go for a used one. Gold. Okay, so I'm going to draw a nice gold line. I'm going to make this my gold building. Okay, so I'm just going to do that. I'm going to give him a big fancy door like that. Wow, that's really glittering in the sun. As well, if you've got any glitter, I don't personally use glitter. I do have some biodegradable ones downstairs, but I know that that's quite expensive, so you might not want to be using that for this project just because it's a lot of fun. Oh, but I am going to get the tape out. So I've got some of this washi tape, which is really nice to use on projects like this because it's really quick and easy to make something look very vibrant. And mine's sort of an underwater theme, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to theme one of my buildings as an underwater theme. I probably should have picked a theme at the beginning, but really this is just to give you some ideas. And also, I'm so messy. I don't even know where I've put my scissors. Anyone else like that, like me out there? Raise your hands. Okay, so you can see already a nice vibrant look to it. I'm really sorry, by the way, if everything is dark and this is really light. This is the important bit anyway, so so I'm going to do one bit on this, and I'm going to do one bit on this. So yeah, maybe think about what do you want your city to be like? Do you love the sea? Is that something that you are missing at the moment, or do you love the mountains, or are you a big fan of birds, or video games? What do you love? Dinosaurs? Frozen? Oh, when I was a kid I loved dinosaurs, so I would have definitely made some sort of archaeological dig. However, now I like a lot. But as you can see, look how much that's changed already. I've only spent a minute on it. So let's keep going. I'm just going to make it quite easy. Again, you guys do whatever you want. I'm going to make this one have lots of different windows. Now you could do that really quickly, or you could spend a good bit of time on it. I'm just going to do mine fairly quickly just so you can see what it looks like. Just a bit like that. And maybe on my water building, I'm going to call it Tower Water Slide. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I don't know, it could be the whole building's a water slide, so maybe I want to make it look like there's a little slide going down it. Oh goodness, if you guys do one like this, it's probably going to come out a little bit better than mine, so I'm doing one very quickly. There we go. I'm going to make a little ladder going up it. Make a little ladder. Oh, yours is definitely going to come out better than mine, that's for sure. Here we go, here we go. Okay, so I've got my little water slide building, and then we're going to move on, and I think maybe get out a Posca pen again. Again, like if you want to do some collage, definitely do some collage. I don't have that many things to do collage at the moment, unfortunately, but actually I do have some stamps, so why don't we get them out? You might have things to trace as well, maybe some little gems. Just go to town on them, like make them what you would want to see going outside. So, oh wow, look what we've got here. They're a bit messy, but you might be able to see that one's a rabbit, so I'm definitely going to have some rabbits. Let's have a look. We're going to have a rabbit jumping outside of the door on this one. Okay, there we go. So you could really go to town on that. You could just go to town, get it? You could keep doing the stamps with those. You could even start collaging in some 3D things. So I've got some nice blue string here. Maybe, what can I do with the string? So maybe what I want is to make some vines going up the side. So let's do it. Let's do some. So make sure you be careful when you're cutting your string, and you could use some Pritt stick if you wanted for this. Pritt stick won't hold it quite as well. It's quite good for collaging paper and things like that. If you do have some PVA, you could use that. I've got a huge bottle of PVA. I probably haven't used in a few years. A good idea to do is pour a little bit out PVA. If you've got a mixing tray, that's probably the best thing to put it in. When it dries, you can just peel it straight off, so that's quite a good thing to do. But I'm just going to put a little bit on this bit of card and use another bit of card to help me put it on. But this is really where it gets quite messy, and that's the fun bit about doing artwork, really, isn't it? Getting a little bit messy. And you can do it a few ways, but what I quite like to do is put the glue actually onto my piece of work first. So I'm going to put the glue here because I know that's where I want my vine to go. There we go. I might have to add a little bit more in a minute, but that will be fine. So just stick down, stick it down, stick it down. Ooh, and your hands get a bit gluey, so if you don't like mess, this might not be one for you. But if you okay, so you guys probably didn't even notice, but my camera actually completely switched off, which is probably something to do with the timer setting on it or something. I need to check that out, obviously, because if it keeps stopping. Anyway, unfortunately, I went through the whole process of me making my buildings. I was going to refilm it, but I just thought, actually, I'd quite like to get these things out there a bit quicker so that you guys have things to do. So I'm not going to go through making it again. You saw the kind of two main things that I tried out. I have now finished my building. Hopefully you can see it. There we go. So I was busy sticking this on last time, which actually kind of looks a bit like a lamppost, which is kind of cool. And I found some sticky stars. I used them for some windows. I went ahead and drew a little tree over here, made little heart windows there. So mine's kind of just like a fun city, I'd say. But if you've themed yours, that'd be really great. And let me know if you themed it. Leave it in the comments. So that's that for this one, but I am going to leave you with some stay-at-home work. So the stay-at-home work is to use the techniques we've used today, whether that is kind of folding something to make it stand up, or using the little feet like that one there, and make some other elements. So how would you use this technique to make a car, or a cat, or a dog, or a parrot, or a parasailer, or a paraglider, or I don't know, anything, a plane. Yeah, the plane has landed, it's gone to sea, it's where it lives, I don't know, anyway, that's up to you guys. So go ahead and make some of those while you're still at home. Let me know what you think about this tutorial. Are you excited for the next one? Is there something I should change? Just let me know. Alright, I'll see you in the next workshop. Bye!